everybody, it's me, Burlo the Moose, but you already know me because you see me in my movie. Now, you already know that I'm your favorite blue moose. I'm everybody in the world's favorite moose. I'm funny, cute, and also strong. That's why I'm the best moose in the world. That's why I was created by J-Terp Studios. He made me just the way I needed to be, a moose, a friendly blue moose that loves making a lot of friends like you guys. And since I'm talking about mooses, that's why I came here. I'm here to tell you guys and give you facts and teach you about mooses in real life. Do you want to know about mooses in real life? You do? Okay then that's why I'm here. I'm gonna teach you nice friends about mooses in real life. So grab your popcorn and your gang and let me tell you some facts and get some interesting facts on about real mooses. Let's hit it. Here is a moose in real life, just like me, Burlo the Moose. This is a moose just like me. Now this is a moose, but we like to call mooses elks. Some mooses are called elks and everything. If you don't know what an elk is, it's another way that people say mooses, but sometimes they like to call them elves. And did you know that mooses are part of deer families? That's true, because they have the same antlers and the same behaviors. We mooses are just like deers. We do the same stuff as deers. Well, not all the things that deers do, but let me tell you some facts about us. Did you know that some mooses are the largest and heaviest extant species in the deer family? Did you guys know that? I know. Some adult male mooses have distinctive broad. That means we have those kind of distinctive ways that we be traveling. And did you also know that a male moose is about like a really tall ones like me? I'm only a tall looking moose. But you see this moose right here? He's very tall, isn't he? And did you also know that a moose weight is about 4.6 to 9.9 feet? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that mooses weigh that much? That's a lot of percent for a big moose, especially me. But yes, it's true. A moose weight is about 4.6 to 6.9 feet. That's a lot of weight for a big old moose like me. Especially this one right here. Oh, look at the baby mooses. Look at the baby mooses. Oh, look at those little babies. Look at those little baby mooses. But we don't call baby mooses baby mooses. Nuh-uh, we don't call them those. We do not call them those. We call baby mooses calves. We call baby mooses calves. Little baby mooses calves love to play so much. Now you already know that mooses don't lay eggs. Mooses don't lay eggs. But female mooses, they do have their babies. They raise their baby calves, and they play so much joyfully. Baby calves loves to play, just like me. I love to play with you guys. And did you also know that a moose's lifespan is about 15 to 25 years? That's what a moose's lifespan is. They could live about like 15 to 25 years. That's a lot of years for a moose to have so much fun living a life. And some mooses, they have their antlers, discernage mooses. There are some antler discernage mooses that their antlers are very sharp. So watch out. If you ever see a moose in real life, you might think that some mooses might hurt you. Some might not try to mess with you. Sometimes mooses are very shy when they meet people. Like when you see one, they might run away from you. But if the moose gets angry, it'll run up towards you. So try not to make a moose angry, or it's coming for you. It's coming right for your dream. I'm coming right for your dreams. Rah! But I'm not trying to scare you guys. I am trying to give you some amazing facts. So let's just skip to the chase. And there are also mooses called Alaska mooses. Alaska mooses are the kind of moose that live in Alaska. But some do not live in Alaska. There's some moose that live in a whole bunch of worlds. Like we have some like Western mooses, Alaskan mooses. We got so many kinds of mooses that live in different kind of worlds. Western mooses, we also have the moose in the Western. There are also some Western mooses. And did you know that moose are good swimmers? Some mooses like to swim, but some of them don't. That's only because of their percent. Some mooses love to swim in the water. Some of them are good swimmers. But it's not because we're going to hunt for fish. We don't swim because we want to get some fish. We swim because, well, we normally do some. We also swim because we need to get rid of our baths. Sometimes we bathe. We bathe with water and everything. When it rains on us. But it's not trying to hurt us. Rain is good for us. It keeps us clean and all that. That's why we love rain and we love staying clean. Mooses gotta be clean. They don't want to stink in front of people. Stink. I said stink. You guys heard what I said? I said stink. Wow. Look at all that grass right there. That's a good meal. And speaking of a good meal, let's talk about what mooses eat. Some mooses, they eat grass, like I do. I eat grass. You remember that one scene when I was eating grass? That grass is nasty. See, told you, I eat grass just like mooses. Mooses are supposed to eat what real mooses are supposed to eat until Mindy gave me that kind of food to where I got, moose food. When I first met Mindy and she fed me for the first time and she gave me that kind of moose food. But these mooses, they don't eat moose food. They eat food whilst on the outdoors because mooses are animals and they were meant to eat on the outdoors. Some mooses, they love to eat leaves from twigs and bark from trees. But some mooses, they like to get their bark. They like to get bark and twigs from trees and the leaves. Now that is a moose's big appetite. But that's how mooses love to eat. And some of them, they like to eat grass and all the twigs from the ground. A moose's big appetite will be gone. But some mooses, they like to go hunt out for animals. But not all mooses hunt for animals to eat because they got to eat in the wild. Mooses were meant to eat in the wild. And did you know that mooses can also be heavy? Sometimes their weight is about like 360 kilograms. That's a lot of big weight for a moose. Some of them can weigh up to 360 kilograms. Don't y'all think that's a little light? Yeah, I think so too. And some mooses, they like to, they like to eat up. They like to eat up so much for 10 million and 32 per minute. Mooses really got their appetites going on. I'm so surprised too. Did you guys even know that? And did you know that there are some mooses that are black too? There aren't just blue mooses like me. There's some brown mooses, a little bit of black mooses, and a bit of orange. There are brown mooses too, but me, I'm a blue moose, and there's no such thing as blue mooses. You can image that on Google, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna look up Burlo pictures. And did you also know that mooses can range up from Alaska to western Yukons? The western Yukons are the kind of mooses to where they have instinctive attitudes. Some of them, they like to just hunt up for many things. All of them just like to go out and go digging for things and exploring. An Alaskan moose is one of the largest mooses of all time. They're so large, you can't even pick one up. You can't even pick one up if you tried to. It'll be too hard. And also, moose can contact with other mooses for mating and having a competition and for males. Also for the males and the females. That's a lot of instinctive attitudes for them. Male Alaskan mooses, they become very aggressive. So try not to mess with them because Alaskan mooses, they can be a little bit angry when you just don't notice them like you used to. Because sometimes when you look at them like that, they just want to make you think that they're trying to go after you, but not really. And his diet is very consistent with both terrestrial. Did y'all know that? Of course you didn't. Common mooses do not form herds. Some of them, they don't form herds, but there are some mooses that can form a lot of herds. Mooses make a whole bunch of herds to where they got to stick together. Now, we already know that some mooses do not hibernate, so we got to make sure that we get them really good to where they got to survive in the winter. When the winter comes, a moose must be protected. If they don't, they could probably lose their fur or something. And we don't want moose to lose their fur, so they must do what they can to stay warm in the winter. Because we do know that humans don't like to freeze up, and mooses don't like to freeze up. That's right, humans. We don't like to freeze up like you guys do. We want to stay warm like you guys do. That's why we try our best to make sure we stay warm like you guys do. We don't make Yule logs. We mooses, we don't make Yule logs, or we don't find them make a fireplace. That's what humans do. We're mooses. We must act like a real animal is supposed to act like. So we find a way to keep ourselves warm. And some of the most common mooses predators are about the way wolves. And some mooses have predators. Some mooses have their own predators. There are some mooses out there that go against so many predators, like gray wolves, along with bears and humans. But But some mooses, they like to hang out with humans, but not too much, because one time they'll see a wolf and they'll hunt the wolf, and then the next minute they might see a bear. Some mooses, they don't get along with bears, so we stay away from the bears. The bears are really dangerous. We stay away from them. And also, unlike any kinds of deers and species, mooses have those kind of big species to where they join as a herd. That's why we all have different kind of herds and a different kind of species. Our species weigh more than about less than an hour to teach us so many good things about. And one of the most deer families have antlers. Some deer families have antlers, but us male deers, we have the antlers, but not the female deers and the female mooses. See, they don't have antlers. See, we boy deers, us man and big strong boys, boy deers and man deers and old man deers, we have those antlers, yo. We love our antlers. We make sure we don't break them. Our antlers got to be strong. They got to be some strong old mooses. They must stay strong and all that. And sometimes some mooses, they form small herds. Some of them, they don't like to pile up in each other. They just like to make sure that they get their herds right on time. They make sure that they get their herds right beside them. And when we get our herd together, we start traveling. We travel until we finally find us a home. And some mooses, they like to stay along as a group. That's what makes us a big old family. But not me. I have a family of humans. So, we start off with food, how mooses eat with their diet. They're predators with bears, wolves, and humans, but friendly humans. How we survive in the winter. How we like to go out for food when we're hungry. And how we stay warm when it's winter. And also, you got to learn about different kinds of deer families, like Alaska deers, and western deers, and other kinds of deers. Now you guys know about mooses in real life. We learned so many facts about mooses in real life. Now you guys see how I'm a friendly moose and how I live like that? I also make sure that I keep an extra pile of grass near me. Yum, 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 yum. So what did you guys think? Did you love those facts about mooses? Me too. And remember, if you ever see a moose in real life, remember, thinking about me still, remember, if you ever see a moose in real life, remind me of me. Don't forget to remember me, because I'm a moose too. I'm one of your favorite mooses. Remember that, guys. If you ever see a moose in real life, it's going to remind you of me, Burlo the Moose. That's why they call me Burlo the Moose. Wink. Son-na-na-num. This video was made by Jay Edwards at J Turf Studios. And a special thanks to the mooses. We also want to give a special thanks to the mooses for giving us many facts about them. To learn more about mooses and what they do in their habitat, go to www.moosesreallifefacts.com for more information.